A warning to our viewers, this story is disturbing. Toronto police now confirming the remains found in a renovation dumpster here in Rosedale on Monday evening are those of a little girl. And according to the autopsy, she likely died about a year ago. Investigators have now released pictures of distinct blankets the child was wrapped in, hoping someone will recognize them.
The investigative mindset, as you know, is kids don't just die. Sadly, this is what we're dealing with right now.
Remains of the little girl were found in a big red dumpster sitting on the driveway of an unoccupied home under construction here on Dale Avenue near Castle Frank and Bloor Street. An autopsy has determined the child was between the ages of 4 and 7. She's described as black, African, or of mixed African descent. Her hair is black and curly and was sectioned into 4 ponytails. 2 of them were braided.
Putting this out, which I think is some fantastic images.
Investigators say the young girl was wrapped in these very distinct blankets and was then placed in a plastic bag. One blanket is polyester with a floral pattern. The other is fleece with butterflies.
Our first priority now is to establish the identity of this little girl. The investigators will leave no stone unturned. If anyone has any information whatsoever, please call us immediately.
The autopsy also found the time of her death could have been as far back as last summer. How a missing child goes undetected for that long is all part of the investigation. The Missing Persons Unit is actively searching cases not only in Toronto, but from across the country.
We've looked at some outstanding missing persons occurrences. There are a couple which come close, but none that strike us right now as definitely being the one. So that's still a work in progress.
The remains were found by a contractor who called 911 on Monday evening. Investigators believe the remains were left in the dumpster sometime between April 28th and May 2nd. While a security camera does not directly look onto the driveway, cameras are everywhere. And right now police are sifting through hundreds of hours of video.
It's going to be a matter of looking at the cars that are going by, looking at the people who are walking by. That's very labor intensive.
Flowers and a card have been dropped off on the driveway as residents here in Rosedale are expressing shock and sadness.
It's devastating. I mean, it's just very, very upsetting for sure. Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be found out and she'll be laid to rest in a, proper way, and she'll be given a name and recognition.
And Mayor John Tory is pleading with the public to help police identify this girl.
I have grandchildren in this age bracket. My heart was broken when I read this and talked to the police about it. Please help the police with this. This is how they solve a lot of these things. It's just that one thing that somebody knew or somebody saw or somebody, thought they connected.
Now, the Toronto Police Forensics Unit arrived on scene about an hour ago, and they were focusing on a utility box beside the house. We saw them dusting for fingerprints. Now, how this little girl died has yet to be determined. Results from the autopsy are still coming in, and investigators are hoping to get those answers in the coming weeks.